Hello there.
I mean, I really love the title of this episode, All Happy Families, because I think it encapsulates really what the show's about at the moment. You know, everything is going fantastic. Everything is going swell. Rosalie is happy at the moment. She's riding solo like Jason Derulo. She's, lost her son, lost her husband, lost her ex-husband. She's going swell. Tony's divorced. He's happily, living on his own. He's got a brother and Artie at the moment coming to the crib and chilling with him. Like, I think all roads at the moment are going fine. Everything is smooth sailing. The ship is fine. There's no storms and really, it's the Sopranos, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And today we are up to episode 4 of the Sopranos season 5, titled "All Happy Families." ... So yeah, we're gonna get into the reaction. We're gonna have some fun with this thing. I think we know the trajectory of the show thus far this season. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have some fun and let's actually smash it. Let's go. Also, if I look like a tomato today, it's because I had a football match in 30-degree weather yesterday, Celsius, in the heat. The sun was strong. So, yeah, apologies for that. Not apologies. Yeah, if I look like tomato, you wonder what happened. I'm seeing red, baby. I'm seeing red. I swear no one knows how to drive in this show. You know what? That's pretty decent, actually. But I feel like everyone drives in this show like they're playing GTA 5 and they're just holding the R2 button going full pelt with no control whatsoever. But AJ is surprisingly killing it at the moment.
I don't know what the fuck happened to the DeWalt. Everything disappears around here.
He's looking for the drill, isn't he? The DeWalt. And he gave it to Brian, remember? He gave it to Brian when he came downstairs to give him, I think it was, I don't know if it was the Rolly or the Patek Philippe, the watch. And, he came to get a drill. And that's what happened. That's a neat payback. Not payback. That's a neat payoff, actually, to that scene, if you remember.
Now that I'm out of the house, she lets everything go.
That was you, Tony. That was you.
Stop, Uncle Tony. It's freezing cold. Uncle Tony, knock it off.
Uncle Tony?
Jason, don't put pine cones in a filter. What's the matter with you?
Hey, this isn't the family barbecues of season 1, ladies and gentlemen. It's changed.
They will probably go through their entire lives not knowing that their father's sperm was smuggled out of jail to get Nancy pregnant.
Yo.
It's the least I could do.
I didn't need to hear that.
I just remember what happened to the power drill.
Pardon me?
I loaned it to your cousin, Brian, and he never gave it...
Is one of your attacks?
No,
Composure.
I think it's just indigestion. It's going away.
By the way I suck on those yogurts, I could be easily
Your
clipped.
therapist say.
I don't see you no more.
Why not?
You think you're the only one that has to cut back on shit they need because of the separation? Now, what's on your mind?
Mr. Wegler wants us to come in and discuss AJ's lousy academic performance.
And I told this kid to start cracking the books.
Was he supposed to do that after he got back from the Nets game you took him to on a school night?
It's got to be hard for him, this situation with us. Why don't you cut him some slack?
No, that's your department. I get to be the prison warden over here while you indulge him. The iPod, the drums.
Again with the drums. Encourage extracurricular activity, you said.
Brand new drums just like that? Don't even look in the classifieds.
Why don't you just tell me when the school meeting is? I don't have to listen to this shit anymore. That's why we're separated.
What? Are you kidding me, Tony? That is not why. Jace? Are you knocking?
Hi, Lorraine. I'm Bill.
Fuck!
Yo, Lorraine be... Oh, she get whipped in there.
You were warned, Lorraine. The money goes up to John.
Yo, Lorraine. God. You know what? The way she imposed herself when she first appeared on screen, I'm like, okay, this could be like, a character that, is like an Annalise type, but in New Jersey. And just no. Whacked for a home run.
Fuck.
Johnny Sack doing Johnny Sack things.
We go all out, we'll steamroll right over John. And I predict the guys in the street in Brooklyn, Queens, they'll welcome us as fucking heroes. It'll be easy.
It's a fucking declaration of war by Johnny, if you ask me.
Hey! There he is. Let me kiss the ring.
How about the one in the center of my ass?
Can't stand this guy. Can't stand this guy.
Hey! Good to see you, baby. Good to see you. Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Like the rocks?
Thank you, dear.
Anybody else?
If you need anything else, one of the kids will come out.
Tom, you didn't have any lunch. You want a sandwich?
No, I'm all right. Thanks. Adriana, hold on a second.
Tommy Pito's Guare, when I was coming up, she had the long legs up to here like that.
Hey, Feech,
Famous
watch your
beauty,
mouth, bro, in
smart
front
as
of
a
Chris. Yeah.
My compliments.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Thank you, baby. You drove Tommy Pinto?
I was at the clam broth house the night he beat that longshoreman to death over a corner table.
No, sir. Here we go. Memory lane.
It's important these young guys know the history.
Tell them about the time Tony and Jackie Aprile knocked over your card game. Oh, that he doesn't like to talk about.
This is a great fucking story.
He should be dead by now. They busted in a couple of fucking punks. Guns out. Bad guys. This one is fucking scared. First of all, it was my game.
Feech is forgiven, even if he hasn't forgotten. But it's a great yarn, right, Feech?
Is that the exact thing Jackie Jr. did?
Actually,
Bust with his crew busting into the card game?
You want to give us a minute here?
And it's the story Ralphie told to Sean and Matt. No, not Sean and Matt, was it? Jackie Jr.
I'll give you 20%, but you gotta rent the house from me. I could throw some high rollers your way. Friends of mine.
Let me get out of here before I keep talking and fuck this up. Jeez. Thank you, Don Antonio.
I feel like Feech undermines Tony in like how do you say it? Not low key ways, but like subtle ways in terms of like little digs here and there.
Busy buddy, that's all.
He's an egomaniac, Tom. Always was, always will be. Nothing's ever good enough. Praise, money.
The can didn't change
Look at
it.
This fucking office starts ordering people around.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you think that feels?
Oh, the cut right there to the surgery of Carmella feeling old.
concert or not?
I've been trying to think of a reason to let you stay overnight in New York with your friends, but I'm afraid it's not going to happen.
Todd's mother already made the arrangements, and she said it'd be better than us driving home.
She's not your mother.
Yeah, I know. Believe me.
Isn't life unfair?
So, we're
I
at
like-
the Peppermint Lounge.
I like how we had AJ, or the prospect of AJ going to military school, and Tony was the general of their house, and now Carmella's calling herself the general of the house. She has to be the captain around here. She has to order things around here, and it's like she's being, she's being the commanding officer over AJ now. It's not Tony, and Tony's the one doing fun things with him. Whereas before, it was Tony so adamant about him going to military school, and then Carmella being the one about how bad it is for him. And obviously, we took him to Jigsaw, and we saw Jigsaw, his values and what he thought about what was going to happen in that school. It's just interesting to see the switch up and the change up. And I'm loving the acting as the seasons progress. I always say it. I said it in a live stream yesterday talking about season 4. You fail to remember that this is a show with actors. And I always say there just so happens to be a camera there. I feel like I'm watching real life events. And I feel like the actors themselves, I wonder if they say in interviews or podcasts about them, sort of embodying that character. And John Cena recently said it in an interview that he almost forgot, like, he embodied the character of John Cena, like, in wrestling, to the point where it sort of became him in real life. Like, he didn't know whether he was John Cena, the wrestler, or John Cena sort of like himself. And I wonder if that was the case with some of the actors in this show, because you see it in the acting and the performances this season. It almost comes so it just comes around so natural and instinctive, like their mannerisms, their reactions. it's almost as if it's real life events and you forget you're watching a show with how the characters react to what characters are saying. It's fantastic directing and it's fantastic acting at the same time, but I guess it's a testament as well, like I said, to the directing, to the creative team, to doing their research, to understanding how these crime families work and mob families work, and to provide the most realistic portrayal of it. It's oh my god, it's wow.
But in walks these two stewardesses from Brandon.
Everybody's in? Ace's side. Your action, Mr. Thill.
200.
Ash?
They're sitting at the bar. We sent them over a bottle of Dom. Next thing you know, we're in the hotel room. Me, Frankie, and the two broads.
I see ya. Raise your 3.
But this one,
Your mother.
Texas, she fucked me dry. But she still wanted more. She's fucking nuts. So I'm wearing these pointy featherweights, and they stick the toe in, and I'm fucking her with it.
I don't know where this story's heading, but I guess we should all be grateful he wasn't wearing white bucks.
The maid walks in, and she says, "What's going on?" And I say,
Ante up, boys.
Hello, girls.
Hey!
Hey.
How you doing?
Sir Lawrence from the Meadowland.
Your Highness. Hey, let me introduce Bernie Brillstein.
Did you get my list of toys?
All happy families at the
Oh,
moment.
my cousin. Kind of high stakes for you, no?
Feech, front of my action. And thank you for not humiliating me.
Isn't there something in your parole about hanging out with degenerates like this?
"Hey, come on, he gets away with anything." Last time his parole officer made the unannounced visit, he gave him a massage.
I saw Tony's reaction to
How's
that.
Lady Luck treating you, huh?
Jesus fucking Christ, how many times this guy got to say hello?
Yo, see those little digs.
What, did I interrupt one of your impermeable stories?
Yes, yes.
Glad.
So, we had these girls in the hotel room. Long story short, I got my shoe in a snatch.
And it falls off and she keels over. Que putz.
Hey, Tony can dictate these jokes, but when Tony B fired it back at him, you got to keep him in check. Hey, put Feech in his place, man. He's annoying. He's annoying.
Ladies, gentlemen. Puppeteer, Children's Television Workshop. Father's Asa Silverman, head of commercial paper at Goldman Sachs, Upper East Side.
I didn't get my invitation.
Clap back with a joke. Woo! Woo! Hey, see? Beach only gets to tell 20% of the jokes.
Next round, and he can basically write his own ticket.
Oh!
I'm stoked.
I recognize him. He was in The Expanse and Godzilla. I'm sure he's in other great stuff as well, but I just can't recognize that off the bat
Let
now.
me guess. He called the English teacher Daddy-O.
Oh. Thing is, we are rapidly approaching crisis mode here with these grades, and time is of the essence.
Could I ask a question? I handed in my final list of colleges. Did you get that?
Yes, we talked about this. If we can edge up the math into the 5s the next round, providing Anthony feels he can bear down and focus.
He's had trouble with that before. Remember, Carm, when they thought he had ADD?
You didn't tell me that.
Anthony, what do you say? You head on back to class, let us talk.
But if I'm learning disabled, I get unlimited time on my SATs.
Is that true?
Let's talk about that later.
We're going to play the Uncle June card here in the trial. We're going to run the disability scheme here.
Constricted, she called it, but that was normal for a teenager. And all in all, he seems to be handling the split well. Now, this is not to say I don't get a ration of shit in every conversation. Pardon my French.
Are you sure about that?
Well, still, there's this thing with his grades. Do you think it would be a benefit to him to see a psychologist on a regular basis?
Yes. Yes. Children need the attention they deserve, especially through an experience like this at that age.
People use it as a crutch. And I always wonder what happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type.
Well, Gary Cooper wasn't a 16-year-old boy.
He was at one time.
We sent our daughter to an adolescent developmentalist, and it was a disaster. I know my son, he's just lazy. We're going to get him a different SAT tutor, and I'm going to stay on him, and he's going to work harder. And that's that.
No, that's such a...
They said I might be learning disabled.
That's such
Did he
a...
tell you to go to
That's
class?
such a narrow outlook.
What's going on, Mary?
Dominica Paolini and Sasha Caputo, they were on their way to school this morning and they hit a tree. Nick is dead. Sasha's in a coma.
Melfi's office.
What's that?
That's a treasure chest, baby. Jack Sparrow was here. Captain Jack Sparrow. I love how you can immediately see the reaction in Melfi. Like,
Okay, if 1,000,000 zeros can be written on the front and back of a sheet of paper, how many sheets of paper do you need for a Google of zeros?
where's that question gonna get you in life?
Whoa!
Oh man, oh baby, Xterra SE.
Loaded. 3.3 liter supercharged.
What, this is mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this goes back. I just want to tackle this situation here because I'll give you a little bit of personal insight. My parents separated at 16. It was a bad period, that like 3-4 year period. And that was going into my final year schooling. And I dealt with it myself in terms of like, I had stress during my final year, like anxiety during that was exam pressure, but that was me putting pressure on myself. And teachers helped me at school get through the exam stage, but they never knew what was going on at home. So these little perks that AJ's getting here, we've been, we talked about at the beginning of the episode with Carmela, the drum kit, the night out at the Knicks game, and the little Hummer here, or whatever it is, the Nissan car. These little toys and perks are sort of like big distractions, and they're sort of like moments of relief from the pain that AJ's possibly going through. Yes, AJ's an entitled, spoiled brat at points, and he's shown constant periods of misbehavior, but I think it goes down to the lack of parenting as well from such a young age. But in this period here where the parents split and him being a 16-year-old, these are the traumatic experiences that are going to affect him later in life when he's married or he gets into a relationship, and he becomes like his father or mother in terms of like dealing with a relationship and the pressures of having kids and things like that. So these, whatever Tony's doing now, it might be good at face value. You might laugh as the audience and think, oh, this is badass, this is fun. But it is not addressing the long-term problem here. And that's why I think he should see a therapist or psychologist or whatever. Yeah, these things are little spurts of happiness that are not going to last long. And, who knows? There was foreshadowing of a car accident today of people hitting a tree. He might hit a tree with this. I don't know. Like, there might be a car accident. I just think Tony's dealing with this the wrong way.
Unbelievable.
Sticker's still on it.
He doesn't have enough distractions?
After what happened to those kids at his school, things got sensors in the seat belts. It's part of Nissan's triple safety philosophy.
Nice ride.
You leaving?
Hour's up.
You're not getting in?
And remember, Meadow wanted a car?
This is so deck. What is this, Bose?
Yeah, 6 CD changing. It's got surround sound.
You feel safer already?
Come on, car. Hank.
Flashback to military school.
SUVs eat up more of the ozone.
Oh, so you want to be the sucker in a regular car that gets decapitated?
I'm gonna catch some shit at school for this.
So what do you want to do?
Screw it. Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to a C.
What?
You heard your father.
I was talking to him, not you.
Woo! Damn!
Put dinner on. Tony, I have bills for you.
You don't talk like that to your mother, fam. I would discipline his ass right now. Yeah.
She's got the keys to your grades are up.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. The car is a motivational tool. The carrot and the stick, you gotta do both.
I could strangle him sometimes. He can be so hateful.
Oh, the smart mouth is not good.
That's minor, believe me.
No, that's not a smart mouth, bro. That's a devil mouth.
He was always a sweet one. He had the concept of sharing before any of the other toddlers.
No matter was always sharper, but I remember the same thing with her. It's like watching an angel fall.
I just want to say, I love Tony's entrance here into the household.
Motivational tool.
I don't know, I just love the shadow silhouette right there, like the dark figure. It really reminded me of Livia, or like the dream sequence where Livia was walking down the stairs, and it was almost that was horror like. I went back and rewatched that scene, and I was like so scared of that. Like, a woman who caused so much chaos and was comedic at points, and was just like not fun on screen, but like a character who you thought was like not harmless in a way, but an older woman could look so freaky in a scene like that. thanks to fantastic cinematography and lighting. And they have Tony walk in the same manner here with the same sort of like lighting surrounding him.
I could strangle him sometimes. He can be so hateful.
Oh, the smart mouth is not good.
That's minor, believe me. God, what happened to him? He was always a sweet one. He had the concept of sharing before any of the other toddlers.
No matter was always sharper, but I remember the same thing with her. It's like watching an angel fall.
They're talking like they're not a separated couple here. Like, it feels like the house is still the same.
What are you, crying?
The thing is, I'd reward AJ after he gets the grades. I'd tell him that you'll be rewarded if you get the good grade, not reward him and have that sort of temptation there sitting.
For the media room.
Yeah, why should I pay for that?
Because you took the last one.
Oh, your little movie connoisseur friends are still meeting?
At least I have friends.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Come on, Tony, you just have a bunch of flunkies.
What do you know about it?
They compliment you on your new shoes. They tell you that you're not going bald. You think they really care? You're the boss. They're scared of you. They have to kiss your ass, laugh at your stupid jokes.
Well, what about Artie then? You know, you're turning into a friggin' cynic.
Whatever.
What do I give a shit if they're scared or whatever? I'm running a fucking business, not a popularity contest.
I've been thinking, and I apologize for my use of foul language. Foul with a W. In regards to yourself. You said some very hurtful things to me in regards to myself. But it is still no excuse to use the vile word that I used, of which I am sure you know that I'm talking about.
Cunt, right?
Yes, Elliot.
Yes, Elliot.
You don't wish us to be social friends, and so that is that. I still have great regard for you, even though you said some horrible things.
Regard!
Yes, I'm doing fine, Anthony.
Regard! I said regard! Ah!
A bathrobe and a basket full of Dr. Hauschka bath products.
Ablution. The desire to cleanse himself of the deed.
Notice he still fundamentally blames me.
Cup of coffee, I could share them with you.
Next week, perhaps?
Really? Well, yeah, I guess that would be okay.
What's with the lunch and cup of coffee? Why don't you just come into my office and we can discuss it? Come into the school. Do social.
Happy Birthday by the Beatles. You know, I heard it the other day in the car. They have such a good drum solo in the middle there.
Drum solo? It's the basic 4/4.
You know, Ringo was not their original drummer. That was Pete Best. And they fired him.
He's trying,
He put
man.
out his own album, Best of the Beatles.
She's trying to relate to her son and talk like, and if only he could reciprocate it, even in the tone of his voice.
Just trying to have a civilized conversation.
I just said that.
Can I go to my room?
No.
Am I so horrible?
You are not horrible. Get over yourself.
Whoa.
Over myself? What is that supposed to mean? Just go. Do me a big favor.
Sometimes I feel like I wish I could fat Albert.
In order, obviously, I'll sit here.
Nope. Go. Put your plate in the sink.
Like Carmela should see a therapist too. This is gonna be a lonely household. In a big house too. And sometimes I feel like I wish I could fat Albert my way into that screen and whoop AJ's ass.
2 to go. See and raise 4. Oh, right.
Always got his eye on the big picture.
Up to you.
I think you got that, Ace, and I'm not paying you for it. Ace is over.
Treat trees, my man.
Only wins.
Gosh, please. You fuck you.
Used to be a great tax loophole.
Hey, Sylvia always catching L's in these games.
Write it off on your business. Accountant dies, goes to heaven. Same time as the Pope. St. Peter says, come on in. And he shows the Pope to this shithouse. That's where he's going to live, and he gives him a crust of bread. Then he shows the CPA where he's going to live. It's a fucking mansion, servants, broads. Pope says, he gets a mansion, then I get a hovel? St. Peter says, Your Holiness, we got hundreds of popes up here. This is the first Jewish accountant.
Dead joke. Dead
Used
joke.
to be able to write off condoms.
What do you get when you cross an accountant with a giant jet airplane? A boring 747.
Is this going back to what Carmela said here in terms of like they're not really your friends. They're just laughing because you're the boss. And Feech is not even laughing in the background there. He's out of focus. But like, I don't know. I just feel like, is he getting the sense, these are not my real family. These are not my real friends. They're just laughing because I'm the boss. They're scared of me.
Algebra, huh?
It's to keep the peace. There's no honesty here.
Listen, I talked to Med. She said that you can sleep over at her apartment. I will give you cab fare. When the concert's over, you go straight up there. Sunday morning, I want you home 10:30 sharp.
I don't trust him.
Thanks.
I don't trust it.
Don't stay up too late.
Bro, what is this? Fast and Furious? Are the cops here and we're making a break for it? Oh.
Guys, like your job?
Yo, Dominic Toretto, take lessons. That's how you do a car heist. Yo, all the chauffeurs. They got beat up.
Apparently, there's been an armed robbery. Some automobiles were taken.
Some. All of them. Hey,
the American cars. Oh my God.
I think the skull is broken.
They took all the foreign cars. Oh, way, man.
Our car is gone. Now who's a genius for keeping his Regal?
Know how long my brother was on the waiting list for that thing?
A motherfucking year.
You want to go back to that?
Oh, Selma Hayek. And, Doc Ock. Oh,
Hey,
oh
it's
my
me.
God.
How was my bank? They rocked. Look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it up there.
What are you talking about? You know Mom's gonna call here.
I'm a total dick if I leave here. Just tell Mom I'm on my way up.
She's just gonna call back.
Come on, when do I ever ask you for anything?
All right, you better stay there and be home on time tomorrow. I don't want any shit from Mom.
Because we are two different people, but our love makes us.
Alfred Molina, that's his name. My bad, my bro. My bad, my bro. I'm sorry. That's Furio's wine. $10. Even got sort of like his theme song playing, or like the Italian music. Hello, answer the phone.
I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but he was pretty zapped.
I knew it. Is he all right?
Mom, he's fine.
Just wait until you have children.
Not me. I'm never having kids.
So,
The honesty is the best policy here, because something could happen to AJ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then Meadows going to feel guilty. She's going to be caught in the crossfire. How did that guy score Meadow, man?
Come on, light the fucker up. Give me the lighter.
Straight up super bad.
Go, 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 go. Hold it! Hold it! Open up, it's me. Come on, open the fucking door. Where's the patient?
That kid needs a major
I'm ready to go.
lesson.
Wedding. What do you got? Everybody outside, the ushers and everybody, bring them in. Bring them in.
Fixed. Somebody hit us. They stole all the fucking cars. I had to sedate
Johnny
my
Sack?
own little girl at her wedding. Yeah, I mean, they had one of those, you know, what do you call it? Those car carrier things?
Oh,
And it was a
Feech.
very well
Feech,
coordinated
probably.
operation. I mean, the cops are on it, but, you know, how much faith have I got in that? So paid a $30,000 premium just to place the fucking order. His glasses, his day book were in it.
I'll see what I can do. Some Project X type shit right here.
AJ, it's your mother. Call me.
Past 10:30.
God help you if anything happens in there like those children in Westchester.
A 16-year-old bender. Wow. Somebody better call the cops on these fools.
Ow, dude, take it easy.
Ouch.
Dude.
Yo, who are you gonna become one of Davy Jones's crew?
Fuck me.
Everybody's phone's ringing. Everybody had a night out. Except Carmela, she don't only want to wake.
I just sleeping it off.
No, I called Todd's mother and Todd came home. He could be dead by now. OD'd. God knows what else. God, why did I let him go?
He's all right. I'll take care of it. Give me the number of the hotel.
It's the Hudson Suites on the west side. Tony, just go there, all right? I'm so worried I'm not even angry anymore.
All right. I'm on my way.
He's still calling Tony to handle the problems.
God damn you. I've been going crazy trying to reach you.
Later, I don't
What
feel
happened to
good.
your face?
Just leave me alone.
No, I want to know what happened. You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Fuck you.
What did you say? Get back here.
Chase his ass. He shave his eyebrows. Hey, the black SUV pulling up. It's on site. It's on site. It's almost as if it's a hit.
He lied to me, Tony, which means that they both lied.
She's covering for him. It's what sisters are supposed to do.
Oh, of course, right. He cursed at me. Oh, my God.
What did he say?
He's asleep.
Not anymore.
Oh, hey, Dad. I was just taking out the trash. It's garbage day tomorrow.
What's different about you?
He has no eyebrows, Tony.
Who did this?
We were just screwing around.
What'd you say to your mother?
Tony.
What did you say?
He said the F word.
You're finished. You're never gonna drive that fucking car till you're 45 years old.
Good.
I'm selling it tomorrow.
Look, she wouldn't let me talk. I was trying to tell her what happened.
Oh, see, it's my fault.
How's it her fault? My guy's got the McDonald's symbol on his forehead and he's...
I was gonna go to Meadows, but there weren't any cabs. And I didn't think you'd want me standing in the street at 11:30 at night. We're right by the hotel.
Enough of your lying.
I am not lying.
Look at your face. If you got some kind of sexual proclivity with that teacher or whatever, now's the time to tell us. I mean, what went on up there? Poppers and weird sex.
What? No. Look, we don't do drugs. We're not some stupid dopers. I had a few beers, but it just made me sick.
How can anybody believe what you say?
Because
No.
I told you.
No,
You never believe me.
you're a straight out and out liar. Like,
You had a couple beers.
Yeah.
You didn't do any drugs.
No.
Come
Right.
on, look. A couple of beers.
Tony,
Sure,
Tony.
yeah, but it's not the end of the world.
What?
Tony, my guy.
Oh, you know what? I am sick of your bullshit.
Both
of
their
you.
bullshit.
He can go live with you.
AJ's
dramatic now,
Tony
right?
2.0 here with the lies.
Shut up.
I have never been more serious in my life.
No, I mean really. Come on.
Did you think I was joking?
Camilla, this is normal teenage shit. You remember us? The CYO dance. We left Artie out in the snow. He almost lost his fingers. And we still laugh our asses off about it.
No, I don't really blame AJ. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to. He's testing the limits as much as he can. I blame myself.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what it's like to have your son hate your guts.
He doesn't hate your guts.
Oh, thank God he's alive. It's my fault, Tony. My pathetic need to compete with you clouded my judgment. Or I never would have let him stay over in New York. I knew he wasn't ready. I went against all of my instincts.
His eyebrows will grow back. Nothing really happened.
No, you know what happened?
He
I
could have
said,
died last
"Fuck
night.
it."
He
And
could have
you know
OD'd.
why?
Anything.
Get him to love me as much as he loves you.
He loves you. It's just, you're his mother. It's different.
I can't be the villain anymore. I mean it. And I can't say fuck it. Take him. Let him live with you.
Oh man, I feel so bad for Carmela. Look at the boys here. He's gonna be even more carefree here. He's gonna do as he pleases even more.
He's here.
Remember the guy that gave him the painting? Feech came in with a gift as well. Feech took the opportunity to that hit at the wedding.
Are you aware of how many things a fucking MD can do for us?
Sorry, Godfather. He was at the game. I thought he was just another pigeon.
Who authorized you to do it? And don't call me Godfather with that fucking cute smirk.
Thank you.
I know it was wait for a long time. When did that happen? You gotta ask permission to ply your trade? Here's your end. Be happy.
When were you gonna tell me about it if I hadn't called you here?
I'm here now. I'm telling you about it now.
That's the second time I'm playing catch up with you.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
lawn cutting.
What, do I have to send you a memo every time I move my bowels, too?
You're so concerned about my end. Why don't you put one of those cars through my shops?
What? Johnny Sack told me about this guy in Newburgh.
Johnny Sack?
Yeah, Johnny Sack. Anyway, he gave me a better deal for shipping him home.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't like the way I'm being talked to here.
What did I tell you when you came to me? Said you wanted back in.
What's your tone, Feech?
I said as long as you don't step on anybody's toes.
In my day.
And that's another thing. I don't want to hear no more about how it was in your day. You just keep your antidotes to local color, like Dynaflows or McGuire sisters or shit like that. Otherwise, shut the fuck up!
You know what I love about this episode? Usually,
Jesus Christ, Feech, I'm trying to ease your transition here. And this is the thanks I get?
I'm sorry if I offended you. Gotta remember, Tony, I still think he is a kid.
times have changed, buddy.
I'll learn.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
AJ said he'll learn. You the Joker, fam. He's never gonna learn.
We all right?
Just get the SL-55 back, okay?
He probably sold it.
He's well liked, T. That's another thing. All right, well, don't be so hard on yourself, though.
I was about to say, you know what I loved about this episode so far? Usually the one, Tony's the one that usually gets up out of his seat and he towers over individuals. Or when he's in the scene, you know, talking down upon someone, they'll use these like sort of high angle over the shoulder camera shots to, you know, showcase his Hulk-like presence over someone. Or then they'll switch up to a low angle shot of Tony, you know, dominating the screen. But this episode, there's been two instances where, because he's the boss and everyone knows he's the boss, there's been the game, obviously, where Feech has been the one standing. Tony's at the table sitting down. And he already knows he commands that respect from everyone else. And, you know, I feel like Feech, you know, tried a bit too hard to, you know, hammer in his jokes. And, you know, Tony put him on the spot right there. And Tony didn't need to stand up. And even in the confrontation right there, Tony knows he's the boss. He doesn't need to stand up and tower over Feech. In fact, Feech is the one that stood up and I felt like, you know, tried to raise his voice, even though Tony ended up raising his voice. But Feech is the one that stood up right there, and then Tony, well, he's the boss. He's the boss. In the end of the day, whether I tower over you or not, I don't need to show my dominance over you. I'm the boss. You still need to respect me. You still need to, you know, you still need to listen to me, and everything goes through me. So yeah, I like how they made Tony sit down in that scene before obviously going up to hug Feech, because Tony didn't need to stand up to raise his voice and tower over Feech. Like I said, he's already the boss and everything goes through him.
How's that? I look better than Sinatra.
Very nice.
All right. Hey, I'm having my wine and peaches. You want?
No, thanks. We gotta get going.
I'll try some peaches.
Peaches are from fucking New Zealand. They're great. Blast.
No, we should go. We should go. Take care of that thing.
Can't wait.
Where the fuck you going? Come on, sit down.
Oh, we gotta do this shit. You don't wanna know. It's all fucked up.
What?
My imbecile cousin, he was welding his boat trailer, burns down his garage. Now we got no place to park the truck that we got.
What's wrong with the street?
Georgia peaches. Those are considered the best.
See, he don't want me to know what's in the truck.
giving too much information.
Flat screen TVs, 50-inch plasma Philipses. Guy's coming down from Montreal, but he got delayed a couple of days.
I got a garage right here.
My cousin's mother's got a place. We can lock it up there.
Park the load here. This way I'm around. Keep my glimpse on the stuff.
Yeah? How much you gonna want for that?
2.
Fuck you, Feech. It's fucking parking.
You gotta take the TV.
Ah.
For Anthony, but
And I was so young. It was very exciting. Anyway, he's over there. I don't know, maybe it'll be good. You know,
Hey,
learning
free
a little
house,
bit of
Netflix
menus
and chill
all.
at mine, Wegler.
Anyway, so what about you? How long have you been at the school?
since '86. I suppose that's what caught me up too with Astrid. Some notion of escaping the quotidian
So you were married?
for about 5 minutes.
Chicken marsala. And the honey balsamic chicken.
Thank you.
That sounds
Have you read
crazy.
Madame Bovary?
No.
It's almost a perfect novel. Flaubert writes about bourgeois loneliness, emptiness. Emma Bovary destroys herself for some fantasy in her head. It's great. It's truly great.
Hey,
Somehow horrifically funny, though tragic. I think you might enjoy it.
the eyes, Chico, they never lie. I saw Carmela's eyes widen right there. That was lit up when he was talking about that novel. She was invested. I don't know. You don't ask a mother, you know, to a restaurant like this to discuss your son, okay? You come to the school office. This low-key a date, high-key a date.
I will stop by Borders on my way home. And who was it by again?
Gustave Flaubert.
This man is articulate. Look at the way he speaks. This is what Carmine Jr. likes or pretends to talk like.
Yeah. Supervisor Curran, parole board. Site visit.
Where's Eddie Stimmich?
He's out sick. Just want to take a look around.
There's a girl behind him. Oh, no, it's on the TV. Yo, Wilson Fisk, what's up?
Only thing better about here than Russia is the food.
Good one.
Eddie examined every fucking dust bunny in the place just last week.
Is that new?
Bequest. Friend of mine passed away.
Sorry for your loss. You 50-inch plasma. Courtesy of Chris Maltasanti.
Nah, that's where I make the weapons of mass destruction.
Let's go out and open it up.
You want to see my fucking garage? You never seen an oil stain before?
Let's go.
Oh, he about to get sussed out. The TV's about to be exposed.
Here's the windup. And the pitch.
Oh,
Come on!
fuck Major League Baseball. Ever since the fucking strike, let's watch ballet.
Boys night out.
Oh, somebody hotboxed us? I saw you close the window.
What's that?
It's when you close all the windows and fart on purpose.
That's a Dutch oven.
In bed, it's a Dutch oven.
Well, what's a Dutch oven?
When you fart in bed with a woman and you force her head under the covers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but first you gotta be in bed with one.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would.
Oh my God! What? Jesus!
Yo, this house about to be dirtier than
All
what
right,
Janice
that's
left
enough.
it in.
Go upstairs, do your Spanish homework.
15 minutes.
No.
Tony's going to start to realize how his behavior was like around Carmela. Then he's going to want to discipline himself. Maybe not. Is that Feech? Yep. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Big up Gandalf. Who's going to take Feech's spot now? Well, who's going to get him out?
Just got the call.
Did they?
The from our corrections bus this morning.
Did Tony set him up like that with the TVs? And then get that guy to go in, report? Yeah.
This was the better move than taking him out.
Yeah. Okay, put him back in.
Christopher agrees, by the way. Well, that's nice that he agrees. I'm not running a fucking popularity contest.
He said that to Carmela as well. I like that in a way because you saw Chris's hesitation in the Peach scene. Do I want to Peach? Do I not? And even his mate that he was with, I forgot his name. He was like, nah, we got better stuff to do. We got the thing. And then Feech was interested in the thing. And then they revealed it slowly to him about the TVs being the trophy. He's like, yeah, park it up, back. And there just so happens to be a random inspection after the week that Feech already got inspected by the other guy. And there's a different guy. And he knows exactly where to look. Let's look in the garage. And yeah, I wonder if Feech has any inclination as to whether he was set up. Interesting. But it's better than taking him out. That's straight Shining vibes right there. Yo, that driveway has seen some storytelling, I'm telling you. And Anthony was driving up and down that driveway, up and reversing back. I felt like that was a callback right there, or that scene right there where you had sort of like the beautiful long shot, the long wide shot right there of Carmela from behind, and the camera slowly panning backwards and pulling out. I feel like that was a neat callback as well to when Carmela visited Furio's house and she looked into the empty house, and it was sort of like a void of emptiness right there as Furio wasn't there. He took off to Naples, and the camera had that sort of same effect of pulling back, and Carmela just got smaller and smaller. Obviously, it didn't last as long at the end right there, but I felt like that was a callback to that right there, and like Carmela, you know, being lonely, being empty, you know, having some space to fill in her life, and she's got that opportunity now. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone comes along like a Wegler, and he moves in, or someone she gets attached to, because AJ's out of the house, Meadows out of the house, and you know, she's that lonely military general at the moment, you know, who's holding the fort at the moment, but she's got no soldiers, she's got no friends, she's got no companions. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how season 5 is shaping up to be mental. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my reactions. As always, it's been your Elie Moses. I'm gonna get right into the next episode after this. Take care. God bless. Peace.